And we'll begin. Good morning, everyone, and welcome to Meditation Minyan. Welcome everyone who's joining us now live on Zoom, as well as anyone who's watching the recording later on. I'm Rabbi Chana Leslie Glazer of Congregation Adat Reim. And it is, as of yesterday and Sunday, was the new month of Elul in the Hebrew calendar. And Elul is the month that immediately precedes Tishrei and immediately precedes Rosh Hashanah, the Jewish New Year. So we are now on the countdown to less than 1 month to Rosh Hashanah. And Elul is a very, very special time. A very, very special time. It is a time of reflection. It is a time of spiritual preparations for the holiday. Most of the time we are very busy thinking about things we need to organize for the holiday, making plans, getting ready for meals, inviting loved ones, all the things that we do. And it is very common not to take and make some effort to engage in spiritual preparation. But we're going to be doing that at Meditation Minyan. So if at no other time, you can certainly join us and do that here. And we'll be here every week through the month of Elul, and of course, all the way through the holidays as well on Tuesdays, unless it is a high holiday, which of course Rosh Hashanah will fall on a Tuesday. But so today we are going to start with our series for Elul, and the title for this one, the theme that I've thought of, is hope. And it is the case that the rabbis, in their design of the Jewish calendar, based of course on the Torah and what's in the Torah, but then they also added some things to it. And they set up the time between Tisha B'Av, which is a very sad holiday, a holiday of grieving, the destruction of the temple, and then the run up to Rosh Hashanah. They have set up special readings every Shabbat that are meant to be readings of consolation and meant to give us hope. And so I thought it would be a really great theme to start off with, to be thinking about hope. And I'm inviting us to think about what hope is for you. Hope is. So that is the theme of our meditation today, and in our preparations for Elul, and our preparations for the days of awe and reflection and atonement. So I'll invite you to get in a comfortable position for meditation, which means if you're sitting, it's nice to have something to lean back into so that you can feel your back is supported. I'm going to sneeze. Excuse me. Allergies. I have a pillow behind me. You may wish to get one and get yourself comfortable, or if you're sitting straight up on a pillow, that's okay too. But get yourself aligned so that you are comfortable in your seat. You're feeling supported by your seat. And we want to take a quick scan through the body to check for areas of tension. And I invite you to consider a practice of breathing into areas of tension and then allowing, as the breath recedes, to allow the tension to fall away with it, with the breath. So we're going to start with the top of the head and the forehead and the eye sockets, the jaw and the back of the neck, then the front of the neck and the chest, shoulders. You may wish to rotate your shoulders a couple of times. Rotate them up and back so that that opens up the heart space. Breathe into the heart and allow the shoulders and the chest to relax. The belly and the lower back. The hips and the bottom. And the legs. The feet. You wish to wiggle your toes a little bit and then let them relax wherever they fall. And then the arms, the shoulders again if you need it again. And then the hands last. If you're seated, the hands can be relaxed by your sides. They can be relaxing on your lap. And you have the choice of facing the hands upward or relaxing them downward. Upward is more of an exchange and receipt of energy, and downward is more of a grounding and conservation of energy. Whatever feels right to you. Let's take another 1 or 2 good deep breaths in and just allow everything to relax on the way out and the breath out. Nice, long, slow breaths out. Nice, long, slow breath out. And one more deep breath all the way into the belly. And slowly out. And after that, you can just return to breathing normally, nice and relaxed. And into this state of being, we bring the idea of hope. The high holidays are always a time for something new and different. It's a time for the familiar, the gathering with the things that we know and love, but also a time to consider something new, some new adjustments, some new behaviors. We don't have to think about what those things are now. I would recommend not just yet. I do invite us to think more generally about hope. Investing in the idea that this year there is going to be something for us to be positive about. Something in our own individual lives, our communities, our families, in the world. And you may wish to explore the idea, hope is. Hope is. Maybe you stop there, or maybe you imagine what hope is. And start to think about how you would finish that sentence. No need to have a fully formed answer now, or even any answer at all. For today, it's also okay to just stick with the fact that there is hope out there somewhere. You may also wish to consider if you're experiencing hope, where it resides in the body. If you practice a body balanced meditation practice, you can explore where hope is in the body and perhaps put your hand there. As a form of encouragement. As a form of connection with that sense, that experience of hope. And if you don't experience it in the body, it's also fine. So lots of different options there for exploring hope is. Tikva in Hebrew. Really powerful and important spiritual practice, and a really key ingredient leading up to the high holidays. So I'll have another couple of minutes, another 5 minutes of silence. I'll put myself on mute, and I'll be back in just a few minutes. Take us out. Enjoy. Welcome back, everyone, and start to deepen your breath. Wiggle your fingers and your toes. Open your eyes when you're ready. The idea of hope, the practice of hope, the experience of hope is part of what makes the high holidays so powerful as a spiritual practice, an annual spiritual practice. And so starting to work on building our muscles for hope, I think is a really great way to get ready. So you will be hearing more from me about hope in the coming weeks. And we're going to be talking about it some more. So I'm interested in hearing more about your experience of it today, and we'll take it from there. And please do join us next week. Thanks for joining us today. We'll be back again next week with Meditation Minyan next Tuesday. Thanks again. Have a great week.